So this guy basically he sits on stream and he makes funny comments and people love him. Okay, now he is kind of like he does like sketch comedy too. It's funny stuff. He's a funny guy, but it's weird like the way they do it. Like he's supposed to be some kind of like hero of the right or something like that. Like he's willing to talk about the Jews or whatever. That's supposed to be why he's such a hero. But it's weird. It's very weird with this guy. And also it's almost like doesn't he actually look like a Jew? Like he dresses up like he looks like a Jew, you know? So that's the other thing about this guy. It's almost like he's dressed up like a Jew to get the laughs. And then he'll talk about it. It's very weird. Anyway, let's hear him out. Are you guys telling me if this is too weird? Why is this thing not going? I don't know why this thing's not playing. Hang on, you guys. Sorry. Okay, this content may contain suicide or self-harm. It may contain suicide or self-harm topics. Okay, so if anybody's triggered by that, then that's your warning.
For my daughter.
We got Officer Doofy with $20. You would be interested in Ari Aster's pilot film. There's something about the Johnsons. Very envelope pushing.
Is that the black one?
Not sure. There's something about the Johnsons. Sounds familiar. Oh yeah, I remember this. You know this?
Oh, brother. So this guy's really. I thought this was made. Okay. I'd always thought that this film was made by a black.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie. There's something about the Johnsons, right? It's a short film. You can see it on YouTube. I don't recommend it, but it's by this guy Ari Aster, who became this kind of well-regarded horror director now. Okay, he's made quite a few films, and now Sam Hyde's gonna talk about him and talk about the fact that he's a Jew. Okay, and so it's kind of interesting what's gonna happen here, but anyway, let's hear what he says. But that movie's very bad, but it's interesting the way he talks about it. So that's why I was bringing it up. Anyway, let's hear him.
That guy. Because I listen, I respect all people. I really do. I do like black people. I don't want black people to fail. I make black jokes and stuff, and I would hold my jokes to the same standard that I would hold a black person's jokes to, which is if they're funny, then they're funny. There's some degree of truth to it. It should be protected. I don't get bent out of shape if a black person says a joke that's like riffing on white people, but it's got truth to it. I don't get bent out of shape about that.
See what he's doing there? He's doing that thing with
the white people, but it's got truth to it. I don't get bent out of shape.
See what he's doing there? You'll see it more closely later on. You'll see it better, but he's doing that thing with his hand. Okay,
about that. I would never make a film, this film, The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. I would never, like, racist. I wouldn't have it in me to make a film that, like, what this film does. The film is The Strange Thing About the Johnsons.
See, he's doing it there again.
What this film does. The film is this.
See? Anyway, I'll leave it. But you guys saw that, right?
The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. It's about a black family, and the kid seduces his dad.
That's the other thing. First of all, now it's very weird that you said that because that's not what it is. The kid does not seduce his dad. The kid basically rapes his dad, or kind of like, I don't know, coerces his dad violently to have sex. Okay, that's what the movie's about. All right, and so that's what happens. It's not seducing. There's no seduction there. The father is depicted as a victim of rape. Okay, that's what the movie's about. So why would he say that? Very weird, you know. But let's keep it. Watch how this
about
goes
a black
on.
family and the kid.
Oh wait.
Strange thing about the Johnsons. It's about a black
All right, I'll let that one go, but that's weird.
family, and the kid seduces his dad, and they have father-son black incest sex. And if you know black people, you can imagine how pissed off that would make them. And just not even the
See, there he did it again. Watch how much he's gonna do this.
and
You're gonna see some interesting stuff later on. Watch the way he deconstructs Astor. Like I've looked at Astor's movies because I keep track of I like to keep track of what's sort of current in the culture. Some things, I don't watch too much of it, but I've seen some of Astor's films. I saw that one. I saw the other one that he's going to talk about in a minute. And so he's completely mischaracterizing what those films are about. I don't support those films either. And I do agree with him that Astor is making those movies as some kind of like attack on our kind of human dignity and trying to kind of mess with our heads. I agree. But not in the way this person is saying. And it's very weird that he keeps putting up his hands like that, you
can imagine how pissed off that would make them. And just not even the fact that they're black, just like taking something the family, which everybody everywhere should strive to have a loving, intact, functional family. Black people, maybe most of all, like a black to show a black family, which is is statistically a rare thing, and I think that's one reason why black people suffer. To take that and to turn it into a father-son, a motherfucking father-son incest, graphic incest film. Well, I'd have to tell you, if you did something like that, you were probably born in New York City on July 15th. See the highlighted text? I guarantee that you were the son of a poet mother and a musician father if you did something like that.
See what he's pointing out. I don't know if you guys could read that, but what he's pointing out is that Ari Aster is a Jew. All right, that's because they'll look in the early life section of their Wikipedia, and then you can see he's born into a Jewish family in New York City on July 15th. Poet mother, musician father. And then the joke is that he's not talking about that part of it, but of course that's what his overall message here is, right?
That you were the son of a poet mother and a musician father if you did something like that.
I reckon.
But that's twisted. That's fucking twisted. Like I would do a comedy sketch that like makes fun of Indians.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do a serious art project film, big, relatively speaking, big budget film that lives forever. The film lives forever. There's no comedy about this. I would never do something like that that destroys. That's true. That's truly spiritually dark, man.
I forgot about this movie.
That's some sick shit. That's some silly Billy shit right there. And the fucked up thing is, you show that to a black person, you tell them who made the movie, they go, "Of course it was a white boy made that film." That's the thing. That's the bone I have to pick.
Yeah.
Look at that white boy. Oh,
There's probably a musician.
Yeah. We'll talk more about the musician father. Okay.
We got Acklo Dave with the $20. Read the Ari Aster wiki again. The Dick Tracy gun scene scared him as a kid. LOL. We got Big Hoss with the $20. What are our views on the 40K Warhammer franchise?
I think it's okay if you have a drink with the alcoholic because he's drunk already and you just want to kind of have a drink with him so that you can kind of bond with him. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. That's kind of like what Paul said when he said, I become all things to all men, To the Jew, I became as a Jew. To the Greek, I became as a Greek, right? That's what Paul talks about in Romans. So I think that's okay. Of course, you shouldn't get drunk, but there's nothing wrong with having a drink, and there's nothing wrong with having a drink with an alcoholic if that helps you to preach the gospel. So no, I think you're fine.
I never got into it.
The Warhammer franchise.
I never got into it. Seems cool. Seems all right.
There's
I don't know.
a brick and mortar Warhammer store that's opened up near me. Very interesting.
Yeah, I'll get into it at age 40. When I turn 40, I'm going to start playing.
We got to get painting.
Mm-hmm.
We got Slow As ES1 with $20. Can you chew in the mic more, please?
No, I think I'm doing it at the perfect amount.
We got Steven Strang with the $30. Hey Sam, congrats on the success both professionally and personally.
The whole thing is Moses, is that we are allowed to have a drink. That's what it says in like I think it's Ecclesiastes 7:9 or something like that, somewhere around there. It talks about how, drink your wine with the merry heart. And Jesus drank wine and everything. So it's not like we can't drink ever. It's just that we don't want to be drunks. So I think you're good. You're good.
Will there be good, smart, value-based television again? Is film and storytelling dead going forward?
I don't know, buddy. I don't know, my guy.
Thank you, Thomas Barry, for the $20.
Movies are pretty fucking bad nowadays. And the good, like the high end, like the best, like the movies that matter, this A24 stuff, I can't take it. It's just weird. You can look at one shot from one of these fucking things. You go, oh, that's an A24 movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's some. Like these, whatever this is, trying to make it so that there's something weird about this German family by Jonathan Glazer. Jonathan Glazer. I know what I'll do. I'll show a German family. See, I told you.
So I don't know if you guys can read that, but once again, this guy Glazer is also Jewish. So his point is that Jews make movies that make white people look like very bad, or they paint, or a lot of the cultural messaging lately in the Jewish dominated entertainment sector is focused on making white people look bad. All right. And so that's his main issue here.
From London. It says right here, in London. That's what I was talking about. I hate these film directors. They're all from London. Know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's these filmmakers that are from London that I can't take. It's all of them. Oh, I know what's a British accent? Hello.
Hello.
I know what to do. I know what I'll do. I'll make this German family look weird. That way you'll think that a family of white children with blonde hair is weird. Like an alarm going off. I thought it was like an alarm going off. I saw German blonde-haired children in a vaguely sinister lighting and ambient drone music from Envato Elements. Hold on, I'm a filmmaker. I'm going to go to EnvatoElements.com. Ambient drone music? Ambient drone sound. This is going to make my movie profound. My movie's just like Inception now.
Audio Jungle.
It's like Dune. My movie's like Dune. No, my movie's like Blade Runner. What the hell is that? My movie's like an alien. It's like Arrival. No, my movie's like an unnerving horror movie where you never feel quite settled in. Creepy. Blonde children with this vignetting and this sort of dark. It's full daylight bright outside, but it's a dark scene somehow. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll make them look weird. That's right. I'm killing oh, look, the German man's. Oh. Nazis. They're Nazis. Family. You want a family? Do you ever feel like you deserve the best in life? You're a
Family dog Nazi.
Look at these Nazis. Oh, it's unspeakable. He's a Nazi. I'm Jonathan Glazer. Make sure you don't look away. Watch the full thing. Those teeth from a
Brazilian.
Is that what it is? Is that what that is? I see teeth. Is that
Brazilian.
Is this stuff or is it slavery? Look at this. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. It's another one. Just in time. Just in time. We needed this. I was forgetting. I was forgetting how bad the.
Oh, you see that? That's even one of their things too, right? That what he's doing right there? But watch, he's gonna continue to do stuff like that.
Comes out real soon.
I was forgetting how bad this was. But thank God now there's an A24 film that lets me know. And I know what side to pick in the coming World War III war.
Oh yeah, it's about the commandment of Auschwitz.
A24. We make the most profound artistic films. David Finkel. I'm Daniel Katz. Me and my partner David Finkel are going to make the most profound artistic films ever. We'll get you guys on our side with Uncut Gems and Robert Pattinson on a dirt bike or whatever. And then we'll do the real work, making white people look weird. What was that one? Midsommar. Everybody thought they were so fucking profound and heavy when they saw the trailer for this. Have you seen Midsommar? Oh, it's crazy. It's gonna twist. The twist is gonna rock your world. What's the twist? That white people are bad? I didn't see that one coming. Boy, oh boy. That's a novel twist.
We get Five Finger with the $20. I'm obsessed with Indian fitness videos. YouTube, Ali Khan, the gym freak.
That'll get you right.
Now look, this is the thing. Midsommar, okay, Midsommar was clearly an anti-Christian movie. It's seriously, the whole movie is set up to denigrate Christianity and also white people. It's true. White Aryans, you know? It's true. What he's saying is true. But he's speaking all like, oh, the Jews are just trying to make the white guys look like idiots. That's not what this is, man. This is way deeper than that. And it's because he's part of it. He's part of the satanic plot. He's part of it, okay? But the whole thing of, yes, Jews are trying to make white people look bad, but that's just like the surface of it. It's also about Christianity. It's also about like real values and stuff. It's nihilism and all this stuff. That's what they're trying to, and it's not the Jews, it's like the devil, right? And so these people like Ari Aster and the Glazer, they happen to be Jews because Satan uses the Jews because Jews are very useful to him, and they have the most satanic religion. So they are very useful tools of his, but it's still his plan. It's not their plan. And they're just like suckers, you know. They're just like, they need to be pitied. They're not our enemies, you know. They need to be pitied. They need to be taught the gospel. They need to be shown the gospel.
Ari Aster. Oh my God! No, I knew it. That's why
They're all from New York.
I hate these guys from New York that were born in July. I told you. I knew when I saw Midsommar and I saw white people are evil. White people are evil. I knew it was a fucking guy from New York that was born in July 15th. I knew it. I just knew that we were looking at
New York,
the son of a poet, mother, and musician father. Right there. I knew it. I called it. I freaking called it. What's the plot of this piece of shit? Anyway, how do I zoom back out? What the fuck? Is it frozen? Stupid bitch. American student.
I'm so sorry about the language, you guys. I feel like this is a good thing to expose, but I don't know. I really apologize if you guys are bothered by this language.
Is left traumatized. Blah, blah, blah. Relationship strain. Swedish friend.
Have you seen it?
No. A commune, a British couple, an Atastupa ceremony where two elders commit suicide by jumping off a cliff, mimic his wails of pain before crushing his head with a mallet. Yeah. I've seen there's a lot of videos on WorldStar. There's a lot of videos on WorldStar of Swedish people who would do something like mimic the wails of pain of a dying man and then crushing his head with a mallet.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that in World Star. It's these Swedish people. Really flips it on my head though, the way Ari Aster framed this up for me. It really makes a lot of sense. In fact,
So now it's like, so now what he's doing, there's a couple of things to what he's doing here, right? Like he makes it seem like, oh, it's just these Jews are just portraying white people as animals, and it's all part of some Jewish conspiracy to like erase white people, right? And now I don't know how much of the white genocide thing is actually part of their plans, or maybe it's just a lark to give people like this ammunition. I'm not really sure what that is, but okay, that's a thing. All right. But you also have to understand this is deeper than that, man. This is the devil. And this movie, right? It's very deep what he's doing here. I'm not trying to say I'm not recommending the movie. I'm not trying to say it's good art, but the messaging and the kind of like the things that they want to go into your head are much more complicated than white people bad. That's not what he's doing. And also the at the stupa ceremony and all that stuff, that is part of Swedish culture back in the day. And I don't know if there's any cults doing that now, but neo-paganism is making a major comeback in Sweden and countries like that. And so I don't know what those people are doing, but people like Ari Aster, they're also part of this Freemason thing. They know, man.
it makes me wonder if white people should even exist.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And there's incest. There's avoiding incest, a mating commune to avoid incest. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know, I walk away from this and I wonder there's a person in the film named Christian. Now I know, and Christian is drugged and participates in a sex ritual. So I know that Ari Aster, he must know deeply about theology, and he's done something really clever here.
Even that thing with his hands right there, that is something they do, man. You know, when they do their hands like this, it represents the pyramid. And then he's gonna do the 666 in a minute.
Christian in the film participate in a sex ritual. It's just genius to me, the way Ari Aster's mind works, the way Ari Aster's little fucking pinhead, and I guarantee if you put a fitted cap on him, his ears would be able to fit inside the cap because he's got a small head, because he's actually a pea brain. These people are not as smart as you think they are. He's holding the microphone like it's a fucking like it's the first time he's held it like this. What sickening. But what he did by making the character named Christian participate in the sex ritual, I thought that was genius level.
See that? This is what they do, man. And people say, "Oh, he's just playing with his hands, Mike." No. He's doing this over because he knows when he does this kind of talk, he's just in a stream, right? But when he touches on certain subjects, certain things that he may come up in the stream, and he's gonna do this type of rhetoric. He knows that he has to show the signs to show the people that, you know, he's on side. So other people that are part of his network, they know what he's doing. And then for people like us, or not people like us, because we know too, right? But people who don't know, it's like he's like doing some magic on them, you know?
Genius level, you know, taking theology and twisting it around and making it into something interesting for once.
We got,
know what I mean?
We got 5 Finger for $20. I'm obsessed with Indian fitness videos.
YouTube. These films are so amazing. These A24 films, they're Kino.
Yeah.
And the fact that they all look the fucking same, and that I can tell from I see one.
That's also one of them too. When they do the 2 fingers, people are gonna say I'm retarded, but I don't care.
Frame, and I go, oh, here we fucking go again, another A24 film. After seeing one frame,
look, see that? You see that? That's what they do, man. This is what these people do. He's not moving his hand by accident. He's a Freemason. He knows what's up.
That doesn't
These
mean
guys will sit around talking about the Freemasons and stuff because they're like kind of like those people on the right. You know how on the right now they kind of talk about Freemasons and Satan worshipers, Luciferians and stuff. On the far right, you know, not on the sort of mainstream right, but on the far right, they'll talk about elite pedophiles. They'll talk about Satanism. They'll talk about that stuff. And so he knows all about those things. So they'll bring it up when they're having their streams. But this is what they do. They're really just part of the same network.
After seeing one frame, that doesn't mean that they're in any way like derivative or what formulaic or mass. I would even say mass manufactured to the point where, you know, I would never say that. I would say that also Everything Everywhere All at Once. Have you seen this?
No.
It's fucking dog piss. It's piss ass. Uncut Gems, Lady Bird.
See, look, like this is this director here on the right. I don't know, maybe he'll scroll up. But okay, if you can see on the right, they have Ari Aster on the left, and then on the right is this guy Robert Eggers, and he puts his hand like this, and this is what they do. I'm telling you, that's not by accident. That's why they picked that picture, because that's where he's doing their little hand sign, and that's what they do. You know?
Talk to me. They all look the fucking. How do you even make them look the same? Do they specify that these directors have to use certain lenses or something? What the fuck? They all look the fucking same. The Whale, Life's So Bad, Get Fat and Die. Like the subtext, these movies that are like gross out things, like the gross out stuff. When you want to watch somebody come unraveled, that's what this is, right? This has a negative ending, right?
I'm not sure.
He dies, right? At the end.
I don't know.
This when you watch gross people unravel, that's when you're feeling very low in life and you want to see somebody else suffering. That's one thing or another. I'm not saying that's good or bad thing. I try to avoid that as much as possible. Watching Boogie, whatever the fuck, 298.
Anyway, okay, so that's what I wanted to show you basically, guys. He's gonna go on with some more talk. It's not like what he says. There's some insight into what these people say, right? Because they always have some truth. So what he's about to say about how like movies are very nihilistic now, and they actually have a very kind of depressing and it's the messaging of most Hollywood movies now is not very uplifting, right? And he's going to make a point about that, which is true. And what he said about how these Jewish movies make the white people look like idiots, that's also true. Not even just like idiots, they look like weirdos or like evil, you know, they often will do that. But it's not because of what he's saying. It's not this, oh, the Jews just want to replace the white people. It's much more deeper than that, you know? 80s and 90s, no, but I think Hollywood's always been satanic, man. If you go back all the way to the beginning, if you go back, look at like
we got Stream running.
Back in the day, they used to make these movies called what do they call them again? It's like it's so bad, man. What do they call it? You know those people that burlesque, it's baby burlesque or something like that. Baby burlesque. You know, burlesque is like those dancing before strippers. There was burlesque. So it's like a woman will go on stage and she's very scantily dressed. She's not naked like a stripper like today, but they would have them very scantily dressed and guys would throw them money and all that stuff. That's like burlesque. Okay. And right at the beginning of Hollywood, they used to do this thing called baby burlesque with that woman, Shirley Temple. You know, you ever heard of that actress? She was a little kid. They used to make movies called Baby Burlesque with her. And they would totally sexualize her in every scene. Every scene. It was absolutely disgusting, dude. If you actually look into that. So, yeah, Hollywood's always been like that. And 80s and 90s, I understand what you're saying. 80s and 90s cinema is far superior to the cinema of today. But it was all satanic.
Okay. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. 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 Studying the Bible with Mike and Pat. These other YouTubers are just so trash. Hit the thumbs up if you want to support. Go follow Mike as he follows the Lord. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. 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 You better watch out, Mike's calling out the shills. If you're not free grace, you need to sit down and chill. We're not hyper grace, you know we keep it real. Eternally secure, you know that we're sealed. We don't back low, we're not workspace heretics. Mike's not in it for the money, trying to get a lick. They out here selling their souls for a couple clicks. Becoming Freemasons so they can't just get rich. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. 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 Shout out to Mike Sampat. Check out his channel, Toronto Bible Study. Subscribe and like.